Hello, greetings. My name is Patricia Absinje, a learning facilitator with Ultimate Multimedia Consult. And today I want us to look at how we can create graphics using Adobe Express. So, Adobe Express is a mobile app that we can use to create designs. So, first, we need to ensure that we have the app on our phone. So, you can go to your Play Store, search for Adobe Express. Adobe Express app, and it's right here. So if you do not have it on your phone, go ahead, install it. You'll be required to create an account, and after you have created an account, then you'll be free to use the app. Once you already have the app, you can click on it, and that is how the interface looks like. So Adobe Express is used to design different material. You can design posts for different social media platforms. You can design flyers. You can design YouTube thumbnails, variety. And the good thing is that it offers a variety of templates, but then also gives you a chance to create your own. So that is the first part we are seeing, start from scratch. Here you can select uh, any post that you want to create. You can select a flyer or an Instagram story or logo, YouTube thumbnail. But at this stage, you're creating from scratch this upper part. So if you're to click on, let's say, Instagram post, the interface that will come will be for you to start creating. So you start designing your own thing. You add text, you add colors, images, and so on. We are going to see how we can do that. Then if you also notice, if we are to go through these the different templates, each template has a different size or the way it looks, because different social media platforms have their specific dimensions for the content that we share there. So an Instagram post could be, the size of an Instagram post will definitely be different from how the YouTube thumbnail looks like because of the different dimensions. So when you're creating from scratch and you click custom, here it gives you the chance to enter your dimensions. When we click on custom, if you want to design something and you have your specific measurements that you want to input, so Adobe gives you that, enables that feature where you're able to input the dimensions that you want. Let's say we did 1,000 and then the height of 1,200. So you get the specific dimension of what you want and then you click done. So the interface that comes will be for you to design whatever you want to design, but with those specific dimensions. So that is it with Scratch. You're able to input your dimensions, or you can select what you want, like Instagram stories. Then they give you the interface that you can use to edit with the specific dimensions for whatever you have selected. So here is when you're starting from scratch, but you can also utilize the templates that are provided in this tool. So Adobe Express gives you a variety of templates. You can design flyers, you can design seasonal highlights, majority, Instagram stories. I think you can also see how they are different. The size of an Instagram post is different from how the Instagram stories look like. YouTube thumbnails. And another thing to note is that not all these templates are free. So if you keep scrolling, you'll see that some templates have the pro icon. So that means you use that when you upgrade. So today, let us see how we can design a flyer, but you can keep exploring. Today you do a flyer, the next time you do an Instagram post, and explore the different templates. So why choose mobile? I believe you know that now mobile phone usage is continuously increasing, and there is a lot we can design and do with our mobile phones. So if you find yourself in a situation you do not have your laptop with you, but then you have to create something, let that not limit you. You can come up with creative designs using your mobile phones. So that's why we are looking at this app. So like I said, let's see how we can design a flyer. So with flyers, you click on view all to see all the different templates that the tool offers. So you can also be specific. Let's say you're designing something relating to education or school time. You can search for that particular, the particular topic that you want to design for, something related to what you want to design. Then you see what templates that will be provided. School times flyer. See? So you see, when we searched for school time, some of the templates that are provided could be related to, let's say, school, or it has children. Yes, so that is if you go through the different templates and you feel like you need to specify, you can also search for the specific flyer. So you keep scrolling. Remember, those that have the pro icon, you can only use when you have upgraded. Okay, so let's select one. So when you identify the template you're interested in, or one that you want to customize, go ahead and click on it, and you will have the remix. They'll bring for you that button, remix this template. So remix is like customize. So go ahead and click on remix this template for you to be able to customize it to what you want. You can use this tool when you have internet, so just ensure that you have a good connection. So this is how the template we've selected looks like, and we are going to customize this to what we want. Here we are going to see how can we edit the text that is provided, because by default these words are there, but they may not be related to what exactly you want to communicate. So you have to edit them to what you want. Same with the images and maybe the color. So just below here, just after the template, we have add, then colors, animation, layout, and resize. When you click on add, they give you the different features that the tool offers. There's text, design assets, photos, shapes, background, logos, and page. So first things first, let's first see how we can edit text. So when you click on text, this dialog box appears. Now, this is when you want to add text to your template. But before we can add the text, let us first edit what is available. To edit, click on the text that you want to edit. Now remember, before we had the other features. Now the features to edit text have also changed. Just below, there's edit, delete, duplicate, copy to, select multiple. Now, this is when you're editing that particular text that you have highlighted. So you also ensure that the editing box is highlighted in that text that you want to edit. So when you click edit, they will bring for you where you can edit. So you go ahead and edit to what now you want to communicate to your users. So here, we can put something like farming best practices. Okay, so now we've seen how you can edit that text. Ensure that you have clicked or you tap on the text that you want to edit, then the option for editing will come, then you edit that text. Just after edit, there is delete. If you don't want it, you can still delete it. Let's say I don't want this text to workshops are held. I don't want that text to be there. Just click there and then delete. Text will go away. But then if you also realize you still wanted it, but maybe you deleted it by mistake, you can still undo. Just above, there is the arrow that can help you undo the text. So let us proceed and see how we can keep editing the text. So back to our text. Just after delete, there is duplicate. So you can duplicate the text box. If you want to create something similar and you click delete, duplicate, another text box of that kind will be created. So you can move it to anywhere you may want to place it. So that is duplicating. Um, so let us see how we can also change. What more can we do with our text? So there is font. Just after edit, there is font. So you can check out the different fonts that are provided and see what will really work for you in your design. This entirely depends on you. How do you want your design to come out? So, and it also depends on what you're communicating. Sometimes you want it's like urgent, or you really need people to see and maybe react to it, comment. So you make sure that the heading stands out. So you select the text. The font that resonates well with what you want to communicate. So I can leave mine at that, but you can go ahead and, try the different font options that are provided. Then right after font, there is recommendations. Now the beauty with this tool is that it gives you options you can choose from. So we are trying to see how best we can make our text look like. I think this is internet. Sorry about that, but if you have a stable connection, you should be able to see the recommendations on how this text that we are editing can look better. So they provide different fonts. They give you the options in different font. Uh-huh. Okay, so this is what we're talking about, that the recommendations, they give you options that maybe if you fail to select the appropriate font, you can check out the recommendations and see what that tool has uh, tried out, or what they are recommending. So you can still click more until you find something that might work for you. So that is it with recommendations, options on how best your text can look like. Just after recommendations, we have color. By default, the color for our text is in the color that was there in the template, but you can still change it. So there's the option, there's where you see text, there's that color. So that's where you're able to check the different color options. So you can, you keep clicking. So this is how you can change the color for your text. Then you can also, if the options provided here do not work for you, because you see not all the colors are there, you could want a lighter color, then you click on custom. So here you're able to move that color ball, if I'm to call it a color. You can keep moving it until you reach a color that you're interested in. So as you move it, your text above is changing. So you keep looking there until it's at that color you feel comfortable, or you feel like really resonates well with your graphic. Now, some other thing with color, I remember my colleague hinted on it. Something with color. Don't use so many colors for everything, for every text. One paragraph, different color, another paragraph, a different color. No. Choose colors that resonate with your graphic. Okay, something like that. Now that resonates with the yellow, but then has like another blue in a corner. So you find colors that uh, resonate with what you're designing. Don't use so many colors unless it's something fancy or to do with entertainment. Okay, so that is how you can change the text color. They also give you the option of entering a hex code. If you have the hex code of a particular color, let's say now like Kilimo, there's that green for that logo and it's the one you want to use. You can select the hex code for Kilimo, then you come and enter the hex code, and that the text will automatically change to that specific color. So we are continuing on how we can keep editing our text, and there are still other different options. There is spacing. Here you can you can add space between the letters. I think you can see the more we increase, the more it becomes bigger. Then you can also add space between the line. So the more we increase the space between the line space, you see the space between the words keeps increasing. So you can increase space between the letter and then space between the words. Okay, then we can also look at align. So with align, this is how you want your text to appear. So you can do left align or center or right or curved. So this depends on how you want uh, the graphic to look like, or what message you're communicating. So will it be easier for the users to see the text if it's left aligned, if it's curved? So you consider all those factors when you're designing. Then we have size. Size, this one is you're increasing all your text at the same time. So you can increase your text up to that size that you feel that is really okay. So you can also adjust. We also have adjust. Hope I haven't missed anything. Okay, so with adjust, they give you options. The first option is nudge. Here you're able to move. So you can move your words directly when you tap on the screen, and you use those arrows just alongside the text box. Those white lines and the white dot, you can use that, or you can use nudge where you're moving your text using the arrows that are provided. Then you can also rotate your word. Can also rotate. Or scale. Now scale is also increasing your words. So the editing possibilities for text apply to all. So we've seen how you can use the different features that are provided here to edit your text. Now this was our heading, but even when you click on the next text, it's the same. They are the same features you're going to use. Ensure that the text you're editing is highlighted, then click on edit. Then they give you the option where you can enter the text that you want, click OK, then see if you need to change color, font, see the recommendations, see the color, see the opacity, see the effects. Do you want your text to have a shadow or an outline, a line? So once you're editing text, you still use these very features. So can go ahead and edit this text as well. So can say maybe session. Maybe you prepare organizing a session, let's say farming best practices. So you edit, as long as you're editing text, ensure that you've highlighted the text that you want to edit such that you get the edit option just below. Okay, so let us see other features we can add in our flyer to make it better. Add something here. Just editing the text to match what we are talking about. And just move it a bit. Okay, so let us see other features that we can add to this flyer to make it better. So once you have finished editing, let's say the text, you've put what you need, click done, such that you're able to go back to this interface where you're able to access other features. So click add. We've looked at how we can edit text. Now let us look at how we can add a shape. So click shapes. So you can use shapes to you can add a shape to have text on it. So you can view the different shapes the app provides. If you're doing something maybe related to music, you can choose that music shape, a flower, different frames. So all this depends on what you are designing. So let us see how we can add a shape. So you click on the shape that you're interested in, gets highlighted, then just above at the top right corner there is the option to add. So you add it and it will be added in your flyer. So you make the necessary adjustments. So let's first delete this so that we can see how we can move our shape. So we can move our shape right below here. So let's say we want to put our contacts right here. So if you want to add text, or let's say you want your text to be on a shape, but the template you choose does not have that shape, all you have to do is go select shapes, then look for the shape that you want, resize it to fit in properly, and then you add the text that you want. So we can also change its color. We can change the color of our shape. So we really have to choose. Okay, yes. Okay. So we've added a shape and we've changed the color. So now let's add text to the shape that we just added. So go back and click add, then text. Then you write the text that you want appear, the text that you want to appear on the shape that we just added. Okay, contact. Yes. Okay. So bring the text to fit on this shape, and remember how we can edit this text to fit in. So come and resize. You can resize the text so that it fits. Come to resize the words that we added so that they fit on the shape. Okay, so remember we said if you want to adjust the words, you either use scale, you can use scale, or you use size. Okay, so now let's change, at least it's fitting. Let's use nudge to make it fit properly on the shape. Okay, so I think that's fine. So now let's change the color of the text so that it's visible. I think white would do here. Let's check out these colors. Okay, so I think you've seen this shape wasn't there, and we have seen how you can add a shape and then also add text to it. So if you want your text to be on a shape and the shape is not there, just click add, select the shape, add the text, make the necessary adjustments on the text alignment for it to fit in properly, and you'll have your design. Okay, so let us proceed. Let us see how we can add photos. Now, if we are to look at what we are designing, and by default there's this photo, but it's not resonating well with what we are trying to create. So let us see how we can change this photo. Just by clicking it, it's already highlighted and it gives you the edit options below. So there is the option of replace. So click replace. Okay, so the app gives you a number of photos, so you can go through them and see if there's any that can work for you. If you already had your photos downloaded on your phone that you can choose from, go ahead and check your gallery and then select the photo that matches the one that you had already prepared for your graphic. So you can use that white button just within the template that shows that whatever you're doing is editing that area, the photo. You can move it a bit up. By doing this, you're increasing the size of your image. So you can go ahead and select a photo that you're interested in. Okay, so let us see what happens if this option of changing or replacing a photo wasn't there. So let us see how you can add your own photo in a frame. If there is no frame that has a photo where you can just replace, you can also just add yours. So let us first remove this text to get what we would really want to create. Okay, so let's add there a photo. So click on add, then click photos. Like I said, you can either choose from what the app offers or get a photo that you could have prepared to use for your graphic. So once you have selected the photo, it appears there already in your template. But if you want to change the shape, maybe the shape that has come is not what you want, you can still click the photo that you've just added. There is still the option of replace. Once you click the photo, the edit options appear below. So there is still the option of replace. If you put it and you think it's not appropriate, you can still replace it. Then there is the option of crop and shape. So click crop and shape. Now there, you're able to crop the photo, but also there are options of the different shapes where your photo can fit. So here you can go through the different shapes and also the ratios on how you can edit or how you want maybe those specific ratios. Maybe you want a square on one to one. Yes, so you go ahead and select. So here you can select uh, the shape that you think is fit, where you want your photo to fit. So here if I'm to select the circle, and so you see you can move the photo itself within the shape so that it fits exactly where you want it. So once you have finished, click done and then move now your added photo somewhere to fit in. Okay, so remember initially there was a shape there, but there is no way we could add the photo within the shape that was already there. So here you're able to add the photo, then click under crop and shape, fit the photo in the shape that you want, and then move it to where you want it to be. So you can add as many photos in the different shapes. Let's say you're creating something else, it could be a post about a meeting, so you have to put people's faces in the different shapes. You can still do that. Okay, so we've seen how we can edit text. Uh, Even with the shapes that are provided, once you click the shape, you see that shape that is in a red color. You can still change its color to fit what you want. If there is anything you're not comfortable with, there are different options on how you can change it to whatever that you need. Okay, so we are progressing with the different features the tool offers. Let us see what else we can add to make the flyer better. So you can click add. So we've looked at text, we've looked at shapes and photos, and before let's look at the backgrounds. Okay, so if the colors provided in the background don't really match with what you want and you want to have your own image in the background, click add and then click background. So that app offers different kinds of backgrounds. You can scroll and see what works well for you, what resonates with what you're doing. Remember, you can also search directly for a specific background. So see if we search about farming, okay, these are the options that have been provided. Farming, maybe let's search agriculture and see what other backgrounds. Yes, I think we can use this. So you can be specific. You can search for something that you want to, such that you don't waste a lot of time. So let's use this as our background. You select the background, then click add. So they ask you, should they pin it to the background or move freely? Now, since we want a background, we can pin to the background. And our background has changed. But because we have these frames, may not be able to see it clearly. So I can reduce this form, this one here. So that is the background that we have. And if you think your design is better off without this shape, you can still remove it. can still remove it or see how to design it better such that your background is also visible. So remember, the more you change colors, also your text might not be visible. So when you change the color of, let's say, your shape, you might have to go back again to change the color of your text. Okay, so this is how you can use Adobe Express to create and design graphics. So we did a flyer, but you can go ahead and design something else and explore the different options that you can use on text, the different text, see how you can add a shape, an image. Yes, so we might not really make this so uh, really so good, but for learning purposes, we are seeing how we can get all the features, to get to know how we can use the different features Adobe provides. So this can also change. Let's try this. So I don't want to take a lot of time on this, but if there was time to, you could keep changing the colors to until you get the color that will really come out and the size. But this is how you can use this mobile app to come up with nice looking posts, graphics. Okay, so let us see what else the tool offers. We've looked at text, shapes, background, photos. As you can see, the logos have the pro version. So this the pro icon. So that one you can explore if you upgrade to the premium version. So let us look at the design assets. Design assets here, they give you a number of illustrations. So if you want to add an illustration to your flyer or your graphic, you can look through what resonates with what you are creating. So let's remember what we are designing is related to farming. So let us select this, and you can select more than one. So let's see how you can add illustrations, and they're there. So resize them and place them to the different positions. You can resize them and move them to where you want to place them. Illustrations beautify your design. So can add okay. Yes, so you can add maybe as many or choose those that are relevant and see the different positions where you can place them to beautify your design. Now, for learning purposes, we show all these, but it's not a must to add everything. If an illustration is not really required for the design, it's not a must to add it, but we show all such that you get the different possibilities that tool offers. Okay, so this is how you can use Adobe Express to design your your poster or anything that you might want to design. So after you have created your design, there's that arrow above, and click it. Okay, so when you click the arrow just at the top, there are options for you to save or share. So you can save it. Okay, image saved, and you can access it in your gallery. Let's say you finished downloading and saving your image, but you still want to make edits. You can still come when you open the app, click on files, and you will find all your designs there.